Wavelengths by Jerry Hughes. Episode 5. There are changes afoot at Westonfield 185, and new manager Lisa Childs-Dutton has a somewhat tense meeting with her second-in-command, Mark Foster.
I've spent most of the afternoon refining the new schedule. Here's your copy, Mark. Kate is emailing the company directors with theirs as we speak.
I see. So this is just weekdays, is it?
Uh-huh. Apart from Helen Kennedy being moved to Saturday breakfast, I haven't really taken a serious look at it as yet. Too busy making Monday through Friday exactly right.
Two things I have to ask you, Lisa. Firstly, why did you not consult with me as your second-in-command here during the planning process? And what advantages do you really see in moving Helen from the weekday PM show?
Too many female voices on station throughout one day.
Well, like many broadcasting organisations, it is company policy to place women in key presentation roles.
Well, okay, that's as may be. I, for one, am a serious advocate of gender equality. But as a listener, I also feel it's good to have a blend of voices, or it could get too samey.
In that case, then, why not move Jill from the mid-morning show and put a male presenter in her place?
Have you not seen the PM show audience figures, Mark?
Oh, yes, of course.
Helen Kennedy and that awful mystery celebrity competition of hers does absolutely nothing to improve those figures.
But she does get the callers each afternoon. The listeners love both she and it.
As she was very quick to point out to me during her one-to-one. It's the same old people day after day. We need to attract new listeners over to us from rival radio stations. There is so much competition out there these days.
Well, yes, I agree.
Good. Then you'll also realise that we have to keep the advertisers sweet.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose audience, they won't want to know. We all know that cannot be allowed to happen.
All right, fair comment.
Do I get a slight feeling that you are backtracking just a little, Mark?
Oh, certainly not. No, I'm in favour of changes, of course I am. I just worry that Helen's replacement, whoever they may be, might not cut the mustard, as it were.
I have every confidence that he will.
He? You have someone in mind?
Yeah.
Ray Lucas by any chance? After all, he has been sitting in on both mornings and PM just lately.
No, I'm happy for him to stay in his regular Saturday afternoon sports slot.
Then who? Lisa, I think I'm in a position where I have the right to know.
Okay. It's Wayne.
Wayne?
Wayne Dutton.
Well, the travel guy from... Oh, well, your husband?
The very same.
Oh, I see. Lipstick on your collar. Is that what's on our radio upstairs? No, it just reminded me of the song when you come home after your evening out with Natalie Bennett Wright, or whatever her name is. Sorry Dave, you've lost me. That's a nice tie. Is it new? No, I've had it a while. You've seen me wear it before. On your cheek? No, definitely around my neck. I'm talking about the lipstick. You, my dear, are talking in riddles. You had lipstick on your cheek when you come home from your evening at the Woodlands Arms with Natalie. Yeah, well, she did kiss me on the cheek in celebration of my new job. Just on the cheek? Yeah. This sounds a bit like the third degree to me. No, just curious. You seem to suddenly be making a bigger effort to look your best. I usually do wear a tie. And expensive aftershave. Look, I do not fancy Natalie or any other woman come to that. If you must know, this is for Anton's benefit. Ye gods, you don't fancy him, do you? Dave, please, you know the answer to that as well as I do. Only joking, but why do you need to make an extra personal effort for him? Oh, I don't know. Just gives me that bit of extra confidence when confronting him. Confronting? Has he been giving you hassle since you handed in your notice then, or what? Actually, no. Not as much as I thought he would. He must have already had some inkling, I suppose. No, he's got very quiet, generally. You don't think he actually clocked you two in the pub, do you? You know, monitoring him? Oh, no, he was in a hot discussion with Council at Newbury. as well as being too dart sozzled. Are you going to do something like confront him about his pub liaison with Newbury then? Well, Kev, if you do, well, you know what Anton Venables is like. Be careful.
It's a bloody good sight, Anton. It's also a floodplain. That's what most of our readers are inundating us with. They're not in favour of this. The public never are, man. What they cannot seem to get into their stupid little heads is that this country desperately needs affordable housing.
Affordable, yeah. But the cynic in them automatically makes them believe that there'll actually be executive houses that few ordinary people can afford these
then we'll
days.
have to convince them that that's not the case. We? Look, you know our agreement, Venables. I want you and your paper to make a good case for me to go back to my fellow council planners and get this lot through.
Yes, I do know our agreement. But as part of that, I feel it's right and proper to let you know how the bulk of our readers feel.
I know how they all feel, damn it.
They're making the point that not only is this site a floodplain, it also leads down to the bypass. Danger of flooding on that very busy and often dangerous road. And the constant traffic noise. Who's going to want to buy expensive houses under those circumstances?
I reiterate, Venables, you and your paper do your damnedest.
So, who's been assigned to build it all then?
A Lionel Freeman building contractors out at Fieldford.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, do you know them then?
Well, I know his son. Kevin Freeman's one of my reporters. Well, at least he will be for about another 3 weeks. Then he's off to Westonfield 185.
Ah, well, that could be an advantage. He's bound to back the course for his own father's business, surely.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure of that if I were you. They don't exactly get on. His old man can't get to grips with the fact that the lads are raving, well, if you know, the other persuasion.
Well, perhaps we could cut him in.
Are you serious? He's just as likely to go to his new boss Lisa Childs-Dutton with this story. And believe me, she is ruthless.
American woman.
Yeah.
I met her the other day when I did that dreadful live interview on their mid-morning show. So biased you wouldn't believe.
Oh, yes, I would.
Oh, by the way, while I think of it, that stuff I got from your lockup the other night. Huh? Any chance of some more?
Yeah, I should think so. I'll have to get onto my contact, though.
Oh, good heavens! You were the last person I expected to see. Come in.
Thanks. Nice apartment. You have good taste, Mark. And the place is so tidy.
Oh, that's a bit sexist, isn't it?
Well, I like to think I can get away with it. Here, a small offering.
Oh, goodness me. A finest single malt. You've been lashing out.
Well, today was the first time that you and I were a bit, shall we say, tense over my schedule changes and you not having felt part of the process as my second in command. Let's just say this is a bit of an olive branch.
Lisa, there really was no need.
Apart from which, I'm a nosy New Yorker. I felt I needed to get to know you better.
You take a seat and allow me to pour you a drop of this.
Thought you'd never ask. My word, I sort of get the feeling you're some kind of railroad fanatic.
Do you want ice?
Please.
Yes, I'm what would be called in this country a bit of a railway anorak. I've left trains since I was small.
And why not? One has to have a diversion from the rat race that is broadcasting and media.
Well, I unwind by regular visits to places such as Swindon and Didcot.
And no all-important woman in your life?
Not at the moment. A rather painful divorce has put me off relationships for a while, I'm afraid.
Such a waste. No kids involved, I guess?
Fortunately, no.
Just goes to show how little I do actually know about you, Mark. This is all news to me.
And where's your beloved tonight?
Or doing a late travel news shift.
So you thought you'd grace yourself with my company instead?
Hope you don't mind. Cheers. Westonfield 830245.
Oh, hello, Mum.
Kevin! Hello, love, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You?
Yes. I haven't seen you for a while.
Oh, I keep meaning to pop over, but, well, I haven't had much time.
How's Dave?
Oh, yeah, he's fine, thanks.
Good.
I've got some news. Yeah, I've got a new job.
Oh.
At Westonfield 185.
Oh, what, the radio station? Oh, congratulations. No, I'm really pleased, love. When do you start? Or have you already?
Oh, not until the beginning of next month. About 3 weeks' time.
So, we'll be hearing you on the radio then.
Yes, you will. Is Dad around?
Oh, no, I'm afraid not. He's at a meeting at the moment. Something to do with a new housing development. He'll be back later.
Ah.
But not sure what time exactly.
Okay, right, well, I'll call him later then.
You could pop over, Kevin. It'd be lovely to see you. Yeah, I know what it's like between you and your dad, but he does think the world of you, really.
All I can say is he's got a funny way of showing it.
Oh, I'm sure he'll come round in time.
He's had plenty of time to come to terms with mine and Dave's relationship. I don't think he ever will now.
Well, it come as a bit of a blow, I suppose, because you're our only child. We always thought we'd be blessed with grandchildren.
Unfortunately, we can't always have what we want in life.
That's it for another day. Home now to see my beloved and find out how many trees he and his team have cut down or coppiced since this morning.
Oh, it must be fascinating to be married to a lumberjack, Helen.
Forrester, if you don't mind. Anyhow, Mark, don't work too hard.
Oh, I'm here doing late bulletins until 10 o'clock.
And I presume she who must be obeyed isn't still here, burning the midnight oil?
No prizes for guessing who you mean.
Oh dear, I mustn't forget I'm also speaking to management, aren't I?
Helen, you and I have known each other for a very long time now. I know exactly what you are thinking, and rest assured what you say will go no further.
Oh, it's such a shame they didn't promote you to manager.
Oh well, it was not to be. So, how do you feel about the changes?
Changes?
Yes, your move to Saturday breakfast.
Saturday breakfast? Me?
You don't know, do you? Lisa hasn't told you, has she?
Not a word. Are you telling me that I'm going to lose my daily PM show and get plonked onto breakfast on a Saturday only?
I'm afraid so.
That's appalling. And absolutely out of the question.
I don't think you're going to have much say in the matter.
We shall see about that. Good night, Mark. As I say, don't work too hard.
Oh, me and my big mouth. Wavelengths is written and performed by Jerry Hughes. The music is by Gary Dawes.